Okay, we're on standby.
Or if we've got it on loop,
Stinger.
we can just... No, it didn't. Studio director should be relaying that.
Wait, Stinger's not working. Farmers rely on weather for their crops, but Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate. How a local farm is battling for their harvest.
Plus, the stage comes alive tonight, how you can catch the latest drama.
And the countdown for seniors continues.
Seven days left, seniors.
Extreme weather events are becoming a growing problem for farmers. Good afternoon, Davison.
Even here in Davison, farmers are feeling the effects.
DTV's Connor Harris joins us in the studio to show us how one of the biggest local farmers is dealing with the conditions. Connor?
During the last harvest, Davison farmers struggled with weather conditions affecting their crops. From flooding to droughts, these farmers saw it all and the problems that were left behind.
Farmers in Michigan rely on the rain to keep their crops nice and healthy. But when the rain becomes too much, it can cause problems for the farmers. The Davison area usually gets about 11 inches of rain every summer. This past summer, Davison got about 6 inches of extra rain. The problem is that most of that extra rain happened between August and November, right in the middle of the harvesting months. And for farm owners like Bill Hunt, this could be disastrous.
The weather started crazy last August, and it never really stopped. It rained pretty well in August, September, October, November. So our harvest was delayed almost 2 months.
The timing of this extra rain caused several problems for the farmers. The main problem was that there was flooding in the fields. These floods killed some crops and muddied up the soil. The summer heat was not enough to evaporate the excess water, leading to even more damage and delayed the harvest. This harvest delay can really affect these local farms and markets. The effects of the rain and drought make it hard for crops to grow, leaving these farms on a time crunch to harvest and sell before the winter due date.
The market right now is as low as it's been in the last, since the early 20s, like 2021. So we're going through a really financial difficulty right now in farming. And with the drought we had in the past, that was creating shortages of crops. Now with too much water, it's a shortage of crops because they're flooded.
With unexpected conditions comes unexpected results, and Hunt Farms has seen the damage and impact it had on their growing crops.
The worst rain we had was that mid-June to mid-July. We had about 14 inches here. And that 14 inches was probably 10 inches more than we should have ever had. Normally we have 3.5 to 4.5 inches a month in the early parts of the year. So it was pretty devastating. It choked out a lot of soybeans. They flooded. Probably lost, out of the total acreage that we farm, I estimated 2 to 4%.
In Michigan, the weather can change in an instant, and with crops, adjusting could just be the key to survival.
There's really nothing we can add to this fertilizer, to the seed, or to anything like that. We can buy better genetics that handle more adversities, which we tend to try to buy anyhow, because in Michigan, we can have multitude of weathers all in the same 3-4 month period.
Connor Harris, DTV News.
Tonight, Mr. Star's Drama 2 class is putting on their spectacular show for the public. The show consists of 4 one-act plays that are directed by students. Doors open at 6:30 and it starts at 7. It is free to get in. Make sure to get to the pack early to get yourself a seat to support your peers.
The DHS car show is tomorrow from 5 until 8. There will also be a skills competition to compete for the chance to win trade and technical school scholarships. Make sure you show up for the skills competition if you think you have them. Seniors, we have a little over a week left. Here are some important dates coming up. Make sure to study up because May 19th through May 22nd are senior exams. On the 21st, caps and gowns will be distributed during all lunches as well as exam retakes. The 22nd is the seniors' last day. On that day, the senior farewell and the Thompson Walk to Remember will both happen. If you are a senior and want to perform at the farewell, sign up in Mrs. Abenage room 212. June 5th is Seniors Honors Night. It will be invite only. Then on June 9th, there will be a mandatory graduation rehearsal at 9 a.m. at the Dort Financial Center. The graduation ceremony is that night at 7.
Be sure to set your clocks for bright and early this Wednesday because there is no delayed day. Tomorrow is an early release day. School will let out at 12:36, but remember the schedule is a little different. You will go to your first, second, and third hour, then you will head to fifth hour, then fourth and sixth. Lunches will still be served. Coming up, we are starting to head into those summer temps.
But with summer temps comes rain. What days you'll need your umbrella.
The track team saw some first place finishes in Grand Blanc yesterday. I'll break it down in sports along with a look at where our Cardinal athletes will be the next couple of days.
Welcome to DTV. This is where we bring you news from inside our school and community. But DTV is more than you may think.
My name is Jenna, and I am our website manager and graphics designer. So a lot of the work I do is really behind the scenes. I get to create things that make our newscast really pop. But no matter how behind the scenes my work is, I still love doing it. And I know that it's vital to what we do here at DTV. There's so much more to DTV than meets the eye.
Yo, I'm Antonio, and most of the time you're gonna see me right here at the desk using things like After Effects and Photoshop to make cool stingers and opens for the newscast and in the stories.
Hi, I'm Brooke, and I love sports. DTV has made me front and center for many big games. It's even brought me down to Ford Field where I've reported on the football state championships. If you love sports, DTV is the place for you.
I'm Tyler, and you may know me from Tyler Time. I love socializing with people, and DTV is a very useful way and helpful way to do that. I'm able to go around, interview people, and talk to them.
Now you see, DTV is more than what's on your screen. We give students a chance to expand their imagination and experiment with different technology. And now we need you. The crew is also looking for recruits. All you need to do is go to our website, dtvnews.org, and go to our All About DTV tab, where you will find an application to apply. We would love to have you on our team.
Yesterday at Grand Blanc, the track team had their SVL South meet. Senior Lucy Stevens won first place in the 100-meter hurdles. Also getting first place was 11th grader Callie Griswold in the pole vault. Great job, everybody. Next up is the last lap invite in Midland tomorrow. Spring sports regular season is coming to an end, and everyone is fighting hard to finish their season strong. First, the softball team traveled to Almont, taking a loss in their first game, 7-3. But the girls bounced back, dominating the second game, 10-0. Girls soccer also won at home, winning 2-1. The boys lacrosse team had another blowout, losing 14-1, making this their 5th loss in a row, losing by at least 13 goals. The girls tennis team's regular season ended yesterday with a 5-3 loss against Frankenmuth. They head on to the regionals on the 16th in Clarkston. Today, starting bright and early at 9 a.m., the boys golf team headed to their 3rd SVL Jamboree at Sawmill. Softball takes the field today at 4 as they take on Bay City Western in Warriors territory. Girls lacrosse has a home game tonight at Cardinal Stadium at 6. They will be battling it out with the Powers Chargers. Tomorrow, the track team has an invitational meet in Midland starting at 3. Then at 6, the girls soccer team travels down the road a bit for their game against Powers Catholic. Also at 6, girls lacrosse is home again as they take on the Dragons from Lake Orion.
Yesterday, we knew our streak of sunny weather was soon to end. We saw a little rain this morning, and despite losing that sunny weather, we can still look forward to those high temps. Let's take a look at that 4-day forecast. We can see that the rain is going to continue most likely at around 3 p.m. today. I'm sorry, some technical difficulties are going on, but you can see those showers that we saw this morning. They're going to come back again at around 3 o'clock later today, but these temps are going to remain in the mid-70s for today and tomorrow. There you go. And we can see those showers are going to continue tomorrow during the afternoon, and we can see these temps are going to climb up again with also some partly cloudy weather. So we are going to be seeing that sun a little bit more near the end of the week, and luckily when that sun comes back, we can see the temps are actually going to get even higher than just the mid-70s. So it's looking like we're gonna end off our week with some higher temps as well as stopping that rain. I'm gonna send things back to the desk.
You may know DTV from many platforms like Facebook and TikTok, but we also have an Instagram. Just search at DTV_official on your search tab to find our page.
So, with the car show happening tomorrow, I have to ask you guys, what is your favorite kind of car?
Ooh. Well, I know what isn't, and it's my truck.
That's a good start.
I know it's kind of gotten iconic, but it's also, I mean, I'm sure the scratch marks are still on the back of the car that I hit a couple years ago. So.
Oh.
It's like horrible to park. That's like the number one thing.
Like the big
I'm already not good at parking.
Right.
But I don't know. My dream vehicle would just be something like a Jeep.
Something smaller? Something
Yeah,
smaller
okay.
than a truck?
Okay.
I don't really have a dream car, and I can't afford to have one right now because I'm just looking for anything I can get. My dad said I need to get a car this summer because he's not going to drive me to my marching band practices. So, any for sale signs, anyone selling a car, you need to hit me up.
I would probably have to say a 67 Chevy Impala, but that is just because I am a fan of Supernatural and classic muscle cars. But
Okay. Mine was a little different. My favorite vehicle is the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I don't know if you know the little sausage, the giant sausage mobile
I
that
think we all
the
know
$60,000 piece of art that is allowed on the roads. I want it. I want it so bad. All of you guys are basic. Jeep. I want my
Chevy Impala.
Your Chevy Impala. Yeah, no. I want the mobile. That's it from us, Davison. I also want to say happy birthday to Dresden, our tech director today. Happy birthday. We love him here at DTV. That's it from us. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome day.